Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the championship Eagles. I bet his back does hurt. You know, he was asked to do so much over the course of the year, coming off of, you know, the surgery. And quite frankly, to me, he hasn't looked 100%. He's looked 100% at times, but the Carson Wentz that we all know and fell in love with last year, he was scrambling with the ball. He was making miraculous plays. He was making plays on the run. We've only seen that a few times this year. Now, he's played 11 games this year. That type of surgery, you don't get back to 100%, especially with the type of protection that Carson Wentz has been dealing with. Tom Brady, what Tom Brady tore his in 2008. Tom Brady tore his in 2008, I believe, came back in 2009, threw for 4,000 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Played 16 games, though. Played all 16 games. Carson Wentz this year played 11 games. No, he was sacked 16 times. I'm sorry. He was sacked 16 times. 28 touchdowns for Tom Brady in 2009, 13 interceptions, and he was sacked 16 times. Carson Wentz this year, 3,000 passing yards, just above 3,000 passing yards, 11 games now compared to Tom Brady's 16, 3,000 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, but he was sacked 31 times. 31 times. Tom Brady played the entire season and was sacked a fraction of that. So if you shut Carson Wentz down right now, he was already sacked more than Tom Brady was when Tom Brady returned from his injury. Now, these aren't the only franchise quarterbacks who have had major knee surgery and came back and quite wasn't that's not a Tom Brady year. 28 touchdowns, 13 picks. That's not a Tom Brady year. So even he had to bounce back. Even he had to get a year under his belt to be able to trust that knee and plan again. I tore my knee, had to get surgery. You know, these guys got the best doctors in the world. So if they shut Carson Wentz down because of the back spasms, I understand that. But this could be looked at two different ways. Now, you shutting Carson Wentz down right now, to me, I feel like you gave up. I feel like you gave up. I feel like you felt like you couldn't win out, so you got to shut him down. He ain't practicing today. That's cool. That's fine. The fact that he's not practicing today, first of all, I need to hear it out the horse's mouth. I need to hear it out the horse's mouth that Carson Wentz ain't playing. I need to hear it out the horse's mouth. I won't be upset if he's not playing. This gives Nick Foles an opportunity to make himself marketable because I don't believe he'll be here next season. And all you guys get your wish. For you guys that's thinking Nick Foles is a so much better option at the quarterback position, you get your wish, you get to see it. I don't believe in nothing like that. I don't believe Nick Foles is the better quarterback. I don't believe Nick Foles is the franchise quarterback. I believe Nick Foles is a very competent quarterback. I love Nick Foles. Will forever be a legend in Philadelphia. But if Nick Foles plays the remainder of this season, he's probably going to throw 8 picks. He's probably going to throw 8 picks in these 2 games. Hopefully he doesn't. If Nick Foles wins out, there will forever be a quarterback controversy. There will forever be a quarterback controversy, and somebody gonna end up paying Nick Foles. To all the fans who dislike the Philadelphia Eagles and are happy that Carson Wentz is dealing with some back pain, happy that he may be shut down for the end of the season. I mean, I don't expect anything more from you guys. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys game happened. We're not gonna keep harping on that. But if Carson Wentz is shut down, he's shut down. We didn't run the ball. We overutilized them. We put them in harm's way too much. And that's the fault of the head coaches and also this training staff. They got some questions to answer as well. So, you know, shutting Carson Wentz down at this late in the season, it basically means they forfeit. They don't think they're able to get it done. It just is what it is at this point. You know, the season is looking more and more. Every day I wake up, there's more and more devastating news. But like I said, I am going to wait till I hear it out the horse's mouth. Just because he didn't practice today, could be feeling good tomorrow. Could be ready to go by game time. I hope he finishes the season out strong. But at this point, it's like, why put him up against Aaron Donald and that defensive front and Dominic Sue and all those boys? And why put him up against J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney and those boys? And we barely protecting them. We're not running the ball. We're not mixing it up. We're looking one-dimensional. The more and more we get in a tight spot, the more and more we think we got to put it on Carson Wentz to throw ourselves out. The more and more he zeroes in on Zach Ertz. So at the end of the day, if we're going to go this route and Carson Wentz is going to sit it out for the rest of the season, I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, and I think it's an admission of, I think we're admitting that we're done for the season, and we're just going to have to hang it up. You know what I mean? Nick Foles, we get to see what Nick Foles do. There's some excitement in that for me. The keys to victory basically is to win. The keys to victory is to win. You know what I mean? We're not going to even harp on the X's and the O's because we haven't seen Nick Foles all year. We haven't seen Nick Foles all year. My advice, this is something you got to worry about if Nick Foles is going to be taking the helm over for the rest of the season. If we're going to shut down Carson, to make sure he's healthy and ready to go for next season. This is something you got to worry about. Nick Foles thrived. He thrived under Frank Reich. He thrived under guys like that. You know what I mean? He thrived under Flip. Groh don't know what he's doing. Groh doesn't know what he's doing. Groh is potentially going to have Nick Foles looking the total opposite of what we've seen in this playoff run. So do not be surprised. Do not be surprised. Everybody think Carson Wentz is the problem, but this year right now, if you shut down Carson Wentz right now, this is his highest QBR of all of his seasons. This is his highest completion percentage of all of his seasons. People don't think or look at stuff like that. They just think about he's losing and they need somebody to blame. You can't really blame Carson Wentz for everything that's happening. You got to blame his back bothering him on the lack of the run. That's how you protect your quarterback, by mixing it up and believing in your run. Those are things we haven't done. Those are things we haven't done. The keys to victory are simple. Don't put Nick Foles in harm's way. Don't ruin Nick Foles' career. Protect Nick Foles, please. Please. You're shutting Carson down to protect him. A lot of quarterbacks play through back spasms, but those quarterbacks have a running game. Please just protect Nick Foles. Don't get Nick Foles hurt. Don't get Nick Foles hurt. Shutting Carson Wentz down this late in the season. If this game has some, I'm a firm believer that his back was bothering him last week. You could tell in the play. His back was bothering him last week. They didn't want to shut him down then because it was something to play for. They're shutting him down now because they believe there's nothing to play for. And you know what? A lot of people believe it's nothing to play for. A lot of people. But it's only a special arm can get you out of this hole. Nick Foles is special. Nick Foles, and the one thing I like about Nick Foles is we got a chance still with Nick Foles, a very slim chance, because Nick Foles is not going to only look at Zach Ertz. Nick Foles is going to look at everybody. Nick Foles is going to throw the best pass to win the ball game. So the keys to victory is just protect Nick Foles. Protect Nick Foles, man. Mix it up. Protect Nick Foles. And there you have it. A very frustrating week. A very frustrating week. We have to deal with Dallas Cowboys fans making these memes. I know the Dallas Cowboys not winning the Super Bowl. I know. Dallas Cowboys content creators running around drinking Hypnotic Simons. I saw your little live stream. They're admitting we got robbed. They're happy we got robbed. They're admitting it. It's all cool. It's all fine and dandy. But your day is coming, Dallas. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. If it don't end in the Super Bowl, it's still a sad day for you. It's a sad day. So be conscious of that. The rabbit, it ain't fun when a rabbit got the gun. And right now, y'all winning the division to do absolutely nothing with it. You want to be the kings of the East that bad? What are you going to do with it? How many times have you won a division since the last time you won a Super Bowl? It has all ended in nothing for you. Same, we won the division a bunch of times and it's ended in nothing for us. It's going to end in nothing. It's going to end in nothing. I'm on the brink of guaranteeing that the Titans beat you guys. Not the Titans, that the Colts beat you guys. So, I may do a video with Uncle Leroy. He a Colts fan. I want to hear his insight. His Colts are looking good. They just beat Houston. That's a game that I'll be watching out for, as well as, for sure, watching out for my Eagles first and foremost. But a lot of questions need to be answered. A lot of questions, a lot of concerns need to be corrected for the offseason. We just got to do our thing and keep our heads up, Eagle Nation. As long as there's a chance, there is a chance. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Free Carson.